Hey y'all, welcome on in to the Creative Llama. My name is Alex. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, you are just catching the good old replay. Welcome on in. I was not live yesterday. I was not feeling well. I'm feeling a little bit better today, so I thought let's pop on and let's do a patriotic craft. And let's talk about all the stuff that's coming out tomorrow. So when y'all do make sure hit the heart button and comment the word Liberty. That will get you your supply list for everything I'm using tonight. Oh my God, I have breath, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, I'm sick. That's probably what's wrong with me. If you are catching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay and write down there in the pinned comment. There is a link for you to join my broadcast channel. That is going to be the best way to know when I'm live and all that good stuff. So what I'm actually doing right now is I'm sharing my live over into that channel so I can send out a message to everybody. It's totally free to join. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to buy anything, nothing like that. If you just want to know what's going on over here on my page and you want to know when I'm live and all of that good stuff, then you'll want to join that channel, okay? Let me share that in there. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing well. Where is my live? Just give me 1 second, y'all. So I did a little bit of prep work. We're going to make a little patriotic door tag. So I went ahead and I did our first coat of white paint. Since white does typically need, I don't know, sometimes 2 or 3 coats. So I went ahead and I prepped both of our boards just a little bit. We will have to go in and we will have to paint a couple more coats, but at least we'll be sitting here watching paint dry the whole time. Pulling up comments. Hi, Donna. I'm feeling a bit better, y'all. I'm exhausted, though. I will say that. I sat down this afternoon, and I think I took like an hour-and-a-half nap. I am so tired. I think it's just allergies. I don't feel any worse. I know, Lisa, yes. So there is a summer launch happening tomorrow. There's like 40-something new transfers. There's a new tool. There's a new surface. There's a new mold. All sorts of things. Hi, Kathy. So we want to get this dry. So here's kind of, let me explain kind of what I'm thinking. We're going to paint this white. We're going to add stripes to it, I think. And then we're going to use this transfer right here, where it says Sweet Land of Liberty, and then the little pie, which is going to go on our little square. So yes, our keyword is Liberty. You will get the link. And remember, everything on my cutout site tonight is 20% off or 25% off until midnight. So if you haven't shopped my website, go check it out and go get your orders in. Because everything is 25% off. It does not include your lifestyle items from this week. So, I had some people asking, well, can I get 25% off? No, it's just for items that are listed on the website. And those lifestyle items, besides the patriotic star, are not listed on the website. So if you do get the star, that star right there, you'll get 25% off as long as you pay your invoice by midnight tonight. So, this little duo that I'm doing is on the website, and it is going to be 25% off. And I just realized I forgot to update the sale, so I will fix that. All right, a little bit more white. I think 2 coats, and we'll be good to go. Now I'm kind of, my wheels are turning a little bit with our project tonight. I was just going to do stripes across the board, but now I'm wondering, should we do stars and stripes? I don't know. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Maybe we'll do the other part first, and then we can figure out the background. So let me get this completely covered. Hi, Dawn. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've slept quite a bit. I can already feel like myself getting hot from just being in here. I've been working, but slowly. But all orders are still within their turnaround time. So don't stress about that. Hello, Darlene. Hi, guys. All right, I'm going to move back to the side. We're going to paint our little rectangle here. This is what the little Liberty sign is going to go on. So we want this to be nice and bright. But I think what I'm going to actually do is antique all of this to make it look a little bit more rusty and worn. Hi, Christiana. How are you? All right. Let's get this covered and let's dry. Oh. Did y'all get the message that I was live? Oh, no, it didn't get sent. Well, no wonder. No wonder all my friends aren't here. There we go. I didn't actually send it. All right, let's get this dry. So we're going to do this part first, okay? So what I'm thinking is, I was going to use either Buffalo Plaid, which Buffalo Plaid is on sale, which ends tonight, which is like 70% off. So I want to say like the big sheet of Buffalo Plaid is like $7 or $8 when it's normally $33. And then I was going to use the patriotic, or I was going to use the patriotic patterns. Hi Jennifer, I just sent it out. I thought I had sent it. No wonder. Hi Lynette. Hi Linda. So let's get this dry. Hi, babe. You're working on the report? All right. Hi, Carol. Hi, Angie. Yeah, I thought I had sent it out and I forgot to press send. So that might be why some of y'all are jumping on a little into the project. But I haven't done much. I've just painted my surfaces. Hi, Sharon. All right. We want this to be completely dry before we chalk on it. Oh, well, there you go. That didn't take long. Did you already eat dinner? Yes, everybody say hello to Thomas. He's here. You don't know he loves it when y'all say hello to him. He really does. Hi, Lynn. How are you, my beautiful friend? Hi, Laura. All right. So, that's nice and dry. We're going to wax it. Linda, the email about your invoice. Yes. I think I updated it. I'll double check it, Linda. Yes, I did see your email. I could have sworn I updated it, but maybe I thought I did. I apologize. I'm kind of out of it because I don't feel very well. So I'll take a look at it after my live. I thought I fixed it, but maybe I didn't. I'm feeling a little bit better. My throat doesn't hurt as bad as it did yesterday. But I'm really, like, my ears are really stopped up and I'm just so tired. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Lynn. I'm just absolutely exhausted. I sat down on the couch for a little bit today to take a little break and I fell asleep immediately almost. So I'm tired. All right. So this one is called the Sweet Land of Liberty. This is part of our patriotic launch. Like I was saying before, lots of y'all popped on. We are having a brand new launch tomorrow. It's like summer stuff. So there's like 47 different transfers, 47. And there is a new surface. There's a new tool apparently. Lots of fun stuff happening, which now I don't know. I moved all my stuff around. I don't know where my fuzz cloth is. There it is. So lots of new stuff happening tomorrow, which I'm real excited about. So make sure you're in the broadcast channel so you know all about what's going on. And I'll post the little sneak peek lookbook in the VIP group after my live tonight. All right, let's fuzz this. So this is a brand new transfer. I put my wax down to protect my paint. Now I'm going to fuzz my transfer pretty well because I've never used this before. And we're going to be pretty detailed with this. They have started to ship, Robbie. All of them will ship by Friday. It's summer, Angie. It's all summer stuff from my understanding. You will always get an email when your stuff from me or Chalk ships. So be sure, as long as your email address is correct, be sure to check your email. And sometimes it goes to your spam. So be on the lookout for that. All right, so this square fits pretty much perfectly with this transfer. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to take a look at what's coming up, but I know it's summer. All right, so here it is on our square. We are going to use our multi-tool, and we are just going to get after it. So I'm going to use Candy Apple and Cadet, and we're going to use Nominee. If I can find my nominee, oh, right here. But now here's the hard part, is opening these jars. There we go. So we've got Cadet. Home would be really pretty with this if you got this month's color of the month, which was like the dark blue. I really liked that color. I was sad that it sold out before I could do all the patriotic stuff with it. All right. So we're just going to take our time. We're going to work from the top down. So I want this to be pretty detailed. But I kind of have to work somewhat quickly because I don't want my paste to dry in the silk screen. Hi, Diane. Did y'all see the finished picture with the liquid glass of this week's cutout of the week? I have to go grab it for y'all. I posted it in the VIP group on Monday, and it looks really good. All right, we're gonna lift that up, release the paste, and then I'm just gonna push down right on top of those stars. And hi, I am having a good day. I just wish I felt a little better. But overall, it's been a good day. It's been a productive day. I've gotten lots of orders out, probably like 30 or 40 orders out in the last 24 hours. So if there's something that you've been waiting on from last week, like mid to early last week, it is probably shipped. Other than your mystery boxes. Those are starting to ship out slowly. All right, there's our star. Push this down, and I'm gonna do the words in Nominee, which if you don't have Nominee, you need to grab it because it is the perfect gold. I don't even pull my shimmer gold anymore. I just use this one now. Got a little bit of blue in there. Thank you. Happy Wednesday, Lisa. Lisa, your Patriotic Mystery Box shipped today. And Robbie, I believe yours shipped today as well. Those are the last two I think I had shipped, if I can remember correctly. Thanks, Donna. I just hate feeling like this. I just am so tired. Like that's my issues. I'm just exhausted. So I got to take like my bursts of energy that I get and take advantage of them. I don't know the new color of the month. I do not. They probably announced it today in the little presentation for the new launch. But I don't know. I wasn't able to watch it. I unfortunately was asleep during it. I meant to watch, but you hear birds? I can't hear anything right now. All right, so I see a little spot right here on the word land that my paste didn't go all the way through. I'm just gonna lay it back down, and I'm gonna go back over that little spot and fill it in. All right, here's what we have. Yay! No, Patricia, I am not. It is an amazing color, yes. No, ma'am. Okay, so then we're gonna go in with the little flag. So there's a little mini flag right there. And I'm gonna do the little pole in the gold. Okay. Now I'm trying to decide what color I wanna do my pie in. Thinking camel. I think it's allergies for sure, Victoria. Because I have a runny nose, my ears are clogged, my throat hurts a little bit from the drainage, It's not strep, because at this point, I mean, I'm very prone to strep, and at this point, I would know if I have strep. I just think it's allergies or a cold or something. I was around, like I was telling you the other day, I was around my niece over the weekend. And so she's a 6-year-old. So, you know, she was like a little petri dish. So who knows? But I do think it's just allergies. All right, going in with the Cadet. And then we're going to lift this up. Ooh, look at that flag, y'all. Can y'all see it? Let me show y'all. All right. Lay that down. What color should we do our pie? So I was thinking camel, but camel's a little dark, yeah. Should we go with camel? And then the 10, maybe we do silver or gold. Not gold, because the camel. Or red or blue. Maybe we do red. What do y'all think? We could do disco for that. All right, we're gonna go with camel. Ooh, Donna, you might be right. I didn't even think about that. Oh no. Donna, don't say that. Oh, I didn't even consider. Oh gosh, that's not good. Mixed with Dune. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, mixing it with Dune. But do I have, oh no. I certainly hope that it's not COVID. That would not be good. All right, I don't have a little tray, so I'm just gonna have to mix it on my table. What did we decide for the 10? All right, we're gonna go in with a little bit of camel, and then we're gonna mix in some Dune. Yeah, hopefully not COVID. I didn't even consider that. And I was around my mom today, and I was around Thomas today. I probably should get tested. I probably should. Or go get a test. All right. This is not working out like I thought it would. Okay. Getting that mixed in. A little bit more Dune. I think that's too much, but it's okay. All right, here we go. Mixing in this color. It'd be a lot easier if I had one of my little like cups that I normally like mix stuff in, but I ran out of those, so I need to buy more. Silver for the 10, red for the 10. What do y'all think? What color for the 10? I think that's a good color. Yeah, I can taste and smell just fine. I sure can. I'll have to go get a test. Disco. I'll have to see if my parents have one. They live like 5 minutes from me. All right, pick that up. And y'all, honestly, it's a little bit lighter than my camel. I'm just gonna mix it in there. I have enough camel that it shouldn't make a difference. Like this, such a little amount should not mess up the color of my camel. I probably shouldn't tell you all to do that, but it's such a little amount, it shouldn't have any effect on the coloring. Silver, silver, okay. Ooh, I think that's the perfect color for pie crust. All right, we're gonna lay that down. Let me close up my Dune. Where did I put it? Right here. I go twice and never lost my, yeah. No, I know. I still need to go get checked. I just need to go get a test. just to be on the safe side. All right, wipe that up. And let's keep going. We're almost through with this part. Hi, Teresa. How are you? So we decided we're going to use Disco, which is an old color of the month. You can no longer grab it, but this color is just perfect for all things silver. Basically, it's the silver version of a Nominee, and it's great because it's a metallic. All right. Go in. That is, yeah, it's Disco. I thought it was silver for a second. All right, going through, picking up all that extra. And shimmer silver would work just as well. So if you don't have Disco, it's okay. Your library does this, but ours gives them out for free. Yeah, they do give them out for free for sure. I haven't had a fever. I have not had a fever. Ooh, y'all. This project is turning out so much cuter than I expected. All right, we're going to go in and we're going to do the stars and the stripes, and then we're going to be done with this part. And then all we have left to do is add the background to our door tag, which Chalk no longer has their door tag, but I have them on my website. They're the same price as the Chalk ones, which were $10, and that's actually, you actually get 20% off or 25% off until midnight tonight. So yeah, I just need to go get checked, or I just need to go get a test. I will. I honestly didn't even consider COVID. All right, let's lift this up. All right, there's our little sign. What do y'all think? Boone says hello if you can't hear him. Okay, we're gonna put this on a door tag. Let me close up my pastes, and then we will go from there to figure out what we're gonna do. Boom, sir. And we're gonna clean this real quick. So what do y'all think? Do y'all like? So you can even just get this and just prop it up if you wanted to. I have it as a combo. I have it as a combo. Hi, Michelle Pryor. I don't know if I've seen, how's the hubby? I saw he got to come home. He is being so rude. I might have to let him in. We'll see. I've had it twice, had no smaller taste. Yeah. I will double check. I will get checked though. Don't you worry. Yeah, he's being so naughty out there. He's like, this is my yard. Even though no one else is in his backyard. He thinks he has something to protect. Oh, now Tucker's barking. I really might have to let them in here in a second, y'all. All right, we're going to clean the back. A little bit of water. And I apologize if he's making your dogs bark. Oh, he stopped. For now. But you just want to make sure that you get that silk screen nice and clean. I've always told y'all, not a lot of our colors, but some of our colors do stain, which is black, red, and blue. Those stain the absolute worst. But if it stains your transfer, it's not the end of the world. You can still use it again. Okay. I'm going to let that dry right here. Sir. Boom. This is still wet. So let's determine what we're going to do with this. So I was thinking like solid stripes would be really pretty. And I was going to use the Patriotic Patterns transfer, or we could do Buffalo Plaid, which the big sheet, the big 18 by 18 sheet is on sale. And that sale does end tonight as well. So there's a ton of different pattern transfers on the Chalk website that are on sale. So if you like to use patterns with the cutouts, I highly suggest you go check out the specials tab on the website. So I'm trying to decide, do I want buffalo plaid or stripes? I thought stripes would be really pretty because then we could do like a pinwheel bow at the top. Woo! I got a little paste over here. I might have to let him in. He has not stopped barking. He's being naughty. Like, dude, we don't have time for this, sir. Do you hear him? I know y'all do. What do y'all think? Stripes or buffalo plaid? I'm thinking stripes. That's what I'm thinking. While y'all are helping me decide, I'm going to clean up the edges of this. So there's paint on the edge. I just like to take a... Okay, hold on. I got to let him in. He's driving me nuts. Boom! Okay, I just distracted him for a second. Stripes, stripes. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Now Tucker's in here running amok, so he's the one I worry about being inside the house, not Boone. All right, we'll do the stripes. And I was thinking of at the end taking like some dark wax, brown wax, and just kind of making it look a little rusty. Oh, I know. But Miss Jan, he barks all the time. There's days I'm like, I'm even tired of hearing you. I can't imagine sometimes what the neighbors think. Bless their hearts. All right, we're gonna go with the stripes. I am not going to even wax. I am gonna wax, I lied. I'm good, Danette, how are you? I am gonna wax, but I'm not gonna fuzz because this transfer, I've used it a couple of times, or several times, and the adhesive kind of has already worn off a little bit, and we're about to clean it a whole bunch. So, how are you, Miss Danette? All right, let's just put a little bit of wax. Don't hear him. Okay, I'm gonna have to let him in. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Boom. I know, how dare they? The person who lives behind me was in their backyard, and he did not like that. He's like, hey, get out of here, lady. I think it was a guy, but you know what I mean. All right, here we go. So I am just going to use the corner or use the edge to line up my stripes. And then we are going to have to repeat this pattern a couple of times. So hit the heart button for me. Comment the word Liberty. That'll get you the supply list, including the link to my cutout site, which is 25% off. All right, that looks good. There's a hair right here. Pull that off. Yeah, he's just being naughty. I mean, he's just being a dog. I know that, but like, come on, Boone. Get it together. Get it together, Boone Boone. All right, here we go. We're just going to use a small squeegee for this because it'll cover the area a little bit faster. We are going to have to pick it up and clean it, I believe. Hi, Melanie Boyle. All right, here we go. Boom. Now he's into the water. Don't even get me started on the water fiasco. Dude, breathe. It's like having a child. I mean, he's probably a lot easier than a child, I will say that. But the way I have to monitor him. All right, so my candy apple is a little on the drier side, so I do need to work a little bit faster. But if it looks a little patchy, I'm okay with that. It'll make it just look a little rusty and like rustic. Sorry, y'all. I didn't really finish my thought on that one. tell that my paste is drying. So I'm just going to lift it a little bit way through. Yep, it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. I'm going to leave it, okay? So that happens when your paste is too dry. It pulls up the color with it. I think since we're going to add a little bit of dark wax, we can fix it. So I'm not going to stress about it. I should have added a little bit of water to my paste before I started putting it on here. I knew better. And I thought I could get away with it. All right, we're going to pick up all that extra. Okay, we're going to lift it. So that's what happens when your paste dries in your silk screen, okay? So my paste is on the drier side because I'm kind of towards the end of my jar. It looks a little rustic and warm, which I'm okay with, but if you actually do, if that's not the look you're going for, what you can do is add some water to your paste, right? Add some water to your paste and then lay it back down on top, line it back up, and then chalk it again. Hi, Debbie. But since I'm not trying to do absolutely perfect on this, I'm not worried about it. But if that bothers you, that's a way that you can fix it, okay? So I'm going to go through, I'm going to add water to the top, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe to the top of my transfer to make it a little bit easier to clean with the board eraser. Okay, now I'm cleaning in between because there was quite a bit of paste stuck in that silk screen. And so if I were to go to put that back on top, like to, you know, to stack it, that paste is going to transfer to the white, maybe where I don't want it. And we don't want that to happen. So I highly suggest you clean in between placements. And y'all, I get this red everywhere every time I use it. Yeah, it looks distressed. I'm not mad about it. But if you don't like it, that's the way that you can fix it. All right. We're going to spray with water again. I'm actually going to wipe it down one more time. Okay. And this will just kind of help clean it a little bit faster instead of all that red getting soaked up into your board eraser. Okay, we're gonna lift, wipe it down, turn it over, spray it, and then we're going to scrub it with our board eraser. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I meant to do that. Not really. All right, let's dry this. You know what? Let me grab some paper towels. Boone, what are you eating? No. Oh, heck. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on, y'all. What is that? Oh, my gosh. You're like a child, Boone. Walk out and he's eating something that he's not supposed to. It's like y'all are here in my house hanging out with me. Boom, come here. Now I gotta monitor him. Sit. Sit. Lay down. Chill. Hi, Sharon. Oh my gosh. Boom, lay down. Yeah, hold. He's being naughty today. He's getting to everything. All right, let's dry. Even though it's pretty much dry. And I just touched that red. All right. Sorry, y'all, that I'm having so many dog issues today. right, we want to make sure that this, at least top line, is dry. And I think we should be able to do it. I think we should only have to clean it one more time and then we'll be okay. Debbie, I would say anywhere from like an 8-inch up to like I think the biggest you could go is a 12-inch. I think anything larger than that, it won't fit. And see, y'all, I did exactly what I didn't want to do. I got that red up here. Boom. Oh my gosh, y'all. He is driving me nuts. This is why I don't like them I don't like them in the house when I'm live, because I can't watch them. And they always, without a doubt, get into something they're not supposed to anytime I'm live. I'm glad I can make you laugh, Miss Cheryl, or put a smile on your face. Because it's real around here. Like, when I'm sitting on the couch not doing anything, they don't do anything really. But, you know, the moment that, like, mom is busy, oh, let me get into something I'm not supposed to. All right. No, I don't want to do that because that's going to put that line right there, right? Ooh, y'all, I'm glad I caught that. I was about to mess this whole thing up. All right, let me see. That looks good. All right, what I am gonna do, I'm gonna spray a little bit of water in here and try to mix this in just a little bit to make it a little bit easier for me to apply to my transfer, because it is quite dried out. So over time, your paste will dry out. It's okay. Just spray distilled water in there and just mix it. You could get one of those tiny little like frothers or paint mixers. Just be careful to cover it because the paint will splatter everywhere. Dawn, it's like a 4x6. I could be wrong, or maybe it's a little bit bigger than that. When you go to the listing for this, I don't have the square by itself on my website. But I could add it if you wanted it by itself. It's whatever, like half of an 8.5 by 11. So it's, oh gosh, I can't even think right now. It is whatever this little section on the transfer is. I can't think right now. I know, they're just like children, Leona. Like, can't you just give me my 45 minutes to do my thing? You know. All right. That already was a much smoother application than the first time, but I still think it dried in some areas, which is okay. Yep, and it did, which I don't hate it. All right. Yeah, like a 5x7 pretty much, yeah. But this one is a little bit different because I made it a little bit smaller to fit exactly on the transfer. So it doesn't have all that extra like dead space in it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. All right, let's clean this transfer one more time. Well, the second to last time. Okay, we're gonna take our wipe all this off. I love red, y'all, but red is such a messy color. Red, blue, and black. Sometimes white can be even messy for me. Clean that up. It's like a crime scene over here, y'all. Oh my gosh. I love using red, but it's such a mess. All right, before I get water on that and mess it up, move it to the side because I've done that too many times where I'm spraying water and then the water kind of bounces off and goes onto my other piece. We don't want that. All right. Turn it over. All right, y'all, tell me, what are y'all having for dinner tonight? I haven't asked the question of the day yet. What are y'all eating? Anything good? All right, we're gonna dry this up. Okay, dry this part up, and then we'll dry our surface, and then all we have left to do is this little edge. And I shouldn't have to clean in between. Hi, Stephanie. Boom. Beef stroganoff, chicken breast with mashed potatoes, French meat pie, corn on the cob, and air fryer chicken. Yum, yum, yum. Jamaican shrimp and rice. Good Lord, Alex, you need to read, girl. Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to do this without having to clean it. So luckily, I don't have to make sure that this edge is straight because we're just going to connect the lines. So I just have to make sure that my lines are straight on here. All right, I'm gonna push that down. That looks good. And then here we go. Hi, Kimmy. I don't know if I said hello. I can't remember. All right. A little bit of red. That looks good. Lord, I hope this is straight. Okay. Connected. And I'm just going to turn, oh, heck. That's okay. I got a little bit of red where I didn't want it. That's okay. I'm just going to turn it. And we're going to use the other end. Well, happy early birthday, Miss Stephanie. Chicken pot pie. Ooh, I love me some chicken pot pie. Do y'all have, oh, what are they called? Oh my gosh, what is it called? Oh my gosh, why can I not think of the name of it? Well, darn, it just, Cheddar's. Do y'all have Cheddar's where y'all live? Cheddar's has a delicious chicken pot pie. Anytime I go to Cheddar's, I have to have that with some French fries. Every time. Italian style. Ooh. All right, there it is. Okay, let's clean this one last time. And then we are going to put it back on its backer and be done. I love me some Cheddar's. Yeah, they have a really good chicken pot pie, and I have to get it every time. It's so delicious. All right, last little bit of the red. We are done with the chalking part. Okay, so now we're gonna put it all together. I'm gonna do a pinwheel bow for y'all. Let me get this all wiped up. Hi, Tucker. Tucker said hello. He's in here. Probably finding something to pee on. He's the one I worry about in the house, for the most part. Boone too, but once Boone calms down, he's good. Yes, get the chicken pot pie. So good. All right. Cover this, or cover it. Wipe this up. And then we are going summer sausage. Ooh, I love, yes. That's like, that's one of my go-to meals, Miss Robbie. All right, turn this over. That looks good. Now we're gonna put it back on its backer. I'll do that later, just for time. And now my hands are stained red. We have checkers in NC, but not cheddars. Love living in Dutch country, only eat pot pie is like a soup homemade. Ooh, yum. Oh my gosh. Y'all. All right, I'm not even going to attempt to clean that. We will just drop it in our water. I don't like cabbage, unfortunately. I just can't get down with the cabbage. Alrighty. Close all this up. I'm going to spray a little bit of water in there to kind of keep it nice and, I hate this word, moist, but hydrated. There we go. That's another word. Hydrated. Oh my gosh, y'all. This red really does get everywhere. I'm surprised it's not on my face yet. All right, let's pull this out. Let's dry it. And I think we are going to add our dark wax to it. So, I think I put it back over here. I'm going to grab, I'm going to grab my dark wax, and we're going to antique this up. Hi, Lorna. And I think we're going to do the same with this guy. Or maybe we'll just do the edges. Maybe not. I don't know. Should we antique? Should we distress the whole thing so like the white is a little bit brown? Or should we just distress the edges? So here's kind of what I have, right? And then we're going to do a big old bow right here. But I think that needs to be lifted off a little bit. And I don't think I have anything in here. Maybe this. Just thinking, yeah. I need to lift it off just a smidgen. What do y'all think? Should we leave the edges, leave it white? Should we distress the whole thing? What do y'all think? All of it? Distress the whole thing? Okay, let me grab some paper towels. Distress the whole thing. Okay, here we go, y'all. So we're going to use Chalk Teak Dark Paste Wax. Let's see how this goes. Hi, Monica. Hi, Doreen. I think y'all have been here, but I don't know if I said hello to y'all. All right, so I'm going to offload it a little bit. Oh, that is still wet. Whoops. It's okay. My bow's going to go right there, so it's not a big deal. Oopsie daisies. All good, though. Turn this over. That's still wet, too. It might just be because of the... It's weird. Because it feels totally dry. I don't have any blue, unfortunately. All right, I'm just going to try to do the white parts. A little bit of that red's going to come off. Nothing I can do about that at this point. So I'm just going to try to keep it in the white parts. You could probably use our stain with this idea. I think that would work. That probably would have worked better. That's okay. It's still cute. All right. Now I kind of think the red needs it. All right, one step at a time, Alex. One thing at a time. So I do kind of like how the red kind of gets dirty a little bit. And y'all who are like really good at this are probably looking at me like, oh my God. It's okay. It's still gonna be cute, y'all. All right, then I'm gonna go up here across the red. All right, there's what we have. Do we leave this white? I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that the red kind of bled a little bit. I don't hate it. Now I'm going to go around the edges and darken it a little bit. But what do y'all think? All right. And I think with this one over here, I'm just going to distress the edges with my Distress Oxide. Y'all are very quiet tonight. Super quiet. That's okay though. I always struggle with getting, there we go, that lid on there. All right, then I'm going to take, I'm going to wipe this up. I don't know if like my comment stopped working. Let me look. All right. Then we're going to take this guy. Nope. Y'all are just quiet. That's okay. Take a little bit of this and go around the edges. Like so. I don't know if comments are working or not. I can't tell. Can someone comment something? I don't even know if they're updating or not for me anymore. There we go. Miss Kimmy, thank you for commenting. Miss Kimmy, send me a message. I'm going to give you some Happy Mail. Thank you for responding. I appreciate it, my beautiful friend. I appreciate you. Where can I get that? Get what, Miss Barbara? Thanks, Cheryl. I wasn't sure if my comments were working or not because y'all, there you go, Lisa. Lisa's got a little toot on her. She got a little attitude. I'm just joking, Lisa. Lisa's like, well, you said to comment something. So I did. Thanks, y'all. Sometimes my comments stop working, even if I update them, so that's why I asked. All right. I know other people like eat dinner and cook dinner and do all the things, so. All right, what do we think about that? Oh my gosh, I love this. Lisa, you're my kind of girl. That's something I would totally do too. I can be a little bit of a you know what? I'm going to add a little bit more. All right. Ooh, y'all, I like her. I like her a lot. Oh my gosh. She is beautiful. Okay. Do we need to lift it off the board a little bit? I'm just going to use whatever cutouts I have right here. Do we need like 2? Call it sassy. Yeah, you're being sassy. I like it. All right. I think it needs to come off the board a little bit. While we're determining that, I'm going to pull out my ribbon and we're going to make a little bow and call it a day. We might have to distress just a little bit. We got that. Let's see. do this. What you use to go around the Liberty sign. Oh, this Distress Oxide. Distress Oxide. So it needs to come off. All right, so let me glue these together. I am going to use my Stick Fast glue. So I'm just using some random cutouts that I had sitting on my table, okay? You could use like Jenga blocks. You could go to the Dollar Tree. They have sometimes these like wooden cubes that are like an inch that I've used before to lift stuff off. Really use whatever you have. I'm just going to glue these together and we're going to let it set up. Let them set up. All right, we got that. We got that. I'm going to pull in some, I think, raffia. If I have the color raffia I'm looking for. We got black. Can we do white? Maybe not white. Got some red. Ooh, it sure would. It definitely would. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, y'all, do me a huge favor. Hit that heart button. Sprinkle the video. Comment the word Liberty. We're not done. I gotta make my bow, which we all know that can be an ordeal in itself. But I'm kind of going for this kind of look of a bow. So I need 6 strips. And then I was going to add this in the middle. If you like it. Or I might just add regular raffia. Oh, I get it. Barbara, you can get it from Hobby Lobby. They're also on Amazon. I have those linked in my Amazon storefront. So if you comment the word Liberty, right, go check your messenger, and in your message there will be all the information for tonight's project, but there will also be a link at the very bottom that says Amazon favorites. You click on that and it should take you to my Amazon storefront, and then you'll go to the category that says distressing ink or distressing items, and that's where it should be. All right. We got that. Put that there. I don't know where my pen is. We're going to see how we like this. That scared the crap out of me, y'all. Sorry. It sounded like a grown man clearing his throat, but I think it was Tucker playing. Or growling at Boone. You're welcome. Yeah. I did that one. For that one, I used blue jeans to make the texture in the background. All right, let's see how this is going to look. I don't know. So we're going to pin. Let's dovetail everything. Dovetail. Dovetail. Now, I'm by no means a bow maker, y'all. I'm just experimenting. There's that. But yeah, the stripe and star ribbon came from Amazon as well. I think the plaid one came from Michael's years ago. All right. I'm going to move all this out of the way. And we are just going to stack. So I'm going to do a little bit here. I don't know if we'll use the pom-pom ribbon. I got it from Amazon. I love me some Amazon, y'all. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of raffia. Okay. Then the star. And stack. Okay. A little bit of pom-pom. Red. Raffia. Yeah, I love me some Amazon. But Amazon can get me in trouble. So I'm like, oh, just add it to my Amazon cart. It's not that big of a deal. No, that's not right. Hold on, I messed this up. Pinch. Pom-pom. Pinch. Red. I realized what I did, y'all. Like so this, then blue. Then pom-pom. Then plaid. Then raffia. I love me some raffia, but it is so difficult to use sometimes. Then the blue. We're gonna see how this looks. This could be, no, Alex, that's wrong. No, ma'am. Red. Pom-pom. This might be too much, but it's okay. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this bow turns out. It might be not cute. And it may not be the pinwheel bow that I'm going for, but that's okay. I might have too much in there. All right, we're gonna tie it. Turn it over. I don't think it's going to be the pinwheel bow that I'm going for, but it's going to be a messy bow. And we'll fluff. Okay. Now here comes the fun part, is the fluffing. This is where I get frustrated, because then things don't turn out the way I want them to. I know it just kind of takes a little bit of patience to get it exactly how you want it. Me either, Miss Diane. I like to pretend I do. All right, I need to cut this raffia. All right, and I'm just going to do it however, and then I'll twist. I just want to fluff it out until I kind of get that circular effect. Some of y'all make absolutely beautiful bows, and I need to learn. Exactly, Jan. Exactly. And then you trim, and all that work was for nothing because you made the bow too dang small. Y'all feel me. Y'all understand my pain. Now I kind of wish I had a star or something to go in the middle. I don't know if I love this. I just need to keep messing with it until I get it how I want it. Okay. Boom. Boom. Just need to fluff everything out, and then it'll come together. Yeah, it never comes out the way I think. Like this one didn't come out the way that I think, but I don't hate it. It's not bad. All right, let's glue our, let me close this up. We might add some distress, like some of that dark wax to the white ribbon. But I kind of like that it brings in the other pieces. All right, so I'm using some spacers. Like I said, you can use Jenga blocks. You can use like the little cubes for $1 from the Dollar Tree. I just found what I had right here. They're the same width, so I'm not really worried. The shape of them doesn't really matter. Okay, we're gonna let that set up. And then if I didn't add like all the raffia, what I should have done is I probably should have made my pinwheel bow first and then go in behind with the pom-pom ribbon and the raffia. And I think that would have been easier than the way that I did it. All right, let me put this back in its bag. And I got these from Amazon. They're Christmas colors. Obviously, I didn't use them at Christmas. So, I cheat and buy pre-made bow hair clip. Ooh, that's a great idea. See, I'm just gonna sit here and fudge with it. I don't hate it, so we're gonna keep it. Once we glue it, then we can fudge. We can fudge with it. All right. Ooh, y'all, this is cute. All right, a little bit of glue here, here. Set this here. I want to make sure it's straight. That looks good. And then we're going to glue our bow down. I wish my hot glue gun was plugged in. But nope, it's not out of juice. I thought it was out of juice. Let that set up for a second, and then we'll hot glue our bow. Yeah, I think had I done the ribbon on top and then went and added the raffia and the pom-pom ribbon behind it, it would look a little bit better. But I'm not going to redo it. It is what it is. Cut, cut. No, it's not even going to turn on. Okay. I thought I had enough juice in my hot glue gun. Yeah. Just checking placement. But we are done, y'all. So let's set up and then we will fluff it a little bit. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I know it was a little bit of a longer live. But this actually did turn out exactly how I had wanted. Other than the red messing up on the background, but I actually kind of like it. So, comment the word Liberty and go check your messenger to remember tonight's the last night for a couple of things. Tonight's the last night for my sale on my cutout site, which everything is 25% off. That does not include the cutout of the week. But everything's 25% off on my cutout sites. Then tonight's the last night to sign up for club to get the strawberry transfer and the 5 free transfers with it. And then there's also a huge like retail therapy sale going on, which if you check out the specials tab on the website, there are transfers up to 70% off. So I was thinking about using my buffalo plaid and I decided not to go that way, but the big 18 by 18 sheet, I want to say for like Perks members is like $8 and they're normally $33. If you're not a Perks member, you can still take advantage of the sale. You'll just get the 70% off. No, I don't have a button. That's what I was saying earlier. I need a button or a star in the middle. But here it is. What do y'all think? I think it turned out pretty dang cute. I'm glad we did the stripes. And the bow looks pretty. The bow looks so good. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm like so impressed with myself. I just saw the screen. That looks so good. Ah, there it is. I love this. All right, y'all. Let's pick a winner. Okay, thank you so much, Melinda. Let's pick a winner. So if you want the supply list, comment the word Liberty, or if you want to go check out my cutout site with everything on sale, comment the word Liberty. Go to the first link in the message. Like I said, everything is 25% off. It's 20 or 25. I can't remember off the top of my head. I made that when I wasn't feeling very well. But there is a discount going on. You don't need a code. So let's pick a winner. Comment the word Cadet. Cadet. This color, Cadet. And I will pick the 9th person to win some Happy Meal. Number 9. And I'll be on tomorrow morning, 9:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to do another patriotic craft. But there it is. I love it. The 9th person to comment the word Cadet. Thank you. Kathy was number 1. Thank you, Ruthie. I really love this. Victoria was 2. Cheryl was 3. Jan was 4. Belinda was 5. Leona was 6. We're looking for number 9. Tammy was 7. Doreen was 8. Miss Kimmy, you already won, so I'm going to go to the next person. Kimmy already won something. Shanna Melis? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. Shanna Melis. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. You are tonight's winner as well. So Miss Kimmy and Miss Shanna, if y'all will both send me a message saying, hey, I won, I will send you a form to fill out so you can get your free Happy Meal winnings. But here's our project for tonight. I will see all of y'all tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, make sure you join the broadcast channel so you know when I start my live tomorrow morning. The link is right down there in the pinned comment. You just open up that comment, click on the link, and you click join, and you are in. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and I will see all of y'all tomorrow. And I can shut my door. There we go. All right, bye, y'all. It's this side. Bye. Baby, I don't know where my thing is.